Hello, subscribers and non-subscribers. Welcome back to another episode of Roommates. I do want to open this up real quick by letting you guys know that for those of you guys that are interested in my Isle to Sturmovik series, I know that I said I'd be putting an episode up today, but that's not going to be the case, mostly because it was going to take me far too long to render it, even after I'd woken up and left it running overnight. So I'm needing to put that off to the side for a while. I'll try again tonight, see if maybe I can get it up tomorrow. But if not, it'll probably have to wait until the weekend. Because I've got other things to record like this, Star Trek Online, and then I think it's the American Civil War mod for Empire Total War for Friday. So I had to basically say, okay, I don't have the time to sit here and wait for it to render out, just so I can get it up today. So I've put it off for now. Again, I'll see if I can get it up tomorrow. If not, it won't go up until the weekend. But let's just go ahead and start this week. And well, let me take a quick look at this. Let's see. Yeah, we meet all of Sally's requirements, so let's real quick go and spread this out again. Because we don't quite need, at least in my opinion, that much. Okay, which one of these does... Oh, do none of these do spontaneous? Oh, that does spontaneous. Okay. I'll put that there then. And we shall set that as a study. And I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and start the week. And we instantly open up into a new class, or into an event. 1 second, let me get my timer set up. In case this episode goes long, I'll be able to know how long. So go ahead and start that for 20 minutes and we shall see. So, finally time for a new class. I haven't actually met this professor yet. Hopefully they're easier going than my other professors are. This class looked easy on the syllabus, so I've got my fingers crossed. As the final chime sounds, the professor walks in and steps up to the podium at the front of the class. Greetings all, I am Professor Merriweather. Welcome to Intro to Anatomy. I'm not one for standing on ceremony, and you're all here to learn, so let's get right to it, shall we? For starters, let's get a couple of you down here for an example. Any volunteers? Well, anything's gotta be better than sitting up here falling asleep. I don't sit up or anything, but I stick my hand up in the air. I certainly don't mind showing off my hot anatomy. Okay, you there. Your name? Max, ma'am. Good. Come down here and stand over there. I start heading down the aisle to stand slightly to the left of the teacher. Alright, let's see who else we've got. Yes, right there, Max. Who else? Butch, please, come to the front of the class. A rather small guy with thick glasses approaches the front of the class. I had requested that you use my middle name, Terrence. Please, Professor. Wait. Your name is Butch? Pipsqueak? Are you sure that's not your older brother? The guy looked flustered, and I'll admit I'm doing my best not to smile. This is why I go by my middle name. Nobody ever thinks I'm a Butch. Sorry, no nicknames. But moving on, Butch, you stand to my left. Butch grumbles but stands to her left. So, anatomy. We've all got it. Wait, I thought we were standing to her left. Apparently, I guess we're both standing to her left, but it clearly makes it indicate she's in the middle. Whatever. So, anatomy. We've all got it. This is an intro to it. I'm assuming all of you took a high school biology class, yes? I don't have to start with the basics. These are two humans. You've got that? Alright. You can never tell with the state of public schools these days. So, let's take a look at these two specimens. Two members of the same species, same gender, so sexual dimorphism is at a minimum. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Still, we see how genetic and biology affect two members of the same species. One of these specimens is clearly working on defining the muscle structure. He was given a little better. Both should have the same anatomical parts, but you can see here how those parts can be molded by different factors. I think she just told the class I'm cut. I should be mad, but I can definitely see some of the chicks in the crowd giving me a good look over, so I guess I'll give her a pass. The professor continues on like that for most of the hour, talking about the differences between the two of us, where evolution likely played a part, what parts are most likely holdovers from our oldest times. It would probably have been a fascinating lecture if it didn't have to be a living doll for her to point at the whole hour. Finally, she gestures for Butch and me to sit down. We head back to our seats, and as she finishes up her lecture. When the bell rings, everyone flies out a little overwhelmed. Oh, Max, Butch, come here a moment, would you? Damn, I was almost out too. Thanks for being my guinea pigs today. It's always nice to have volunteers. Oh, and glad to see you stick to 102, Butch. Or you stuck to 102, Butch. Yes, well, I need the credits, Professor Merriweather. I hope I can count on you both. I hope I can count on you both to volunteer to help me in the future. Okay, let's see. Actually, you know what? This really doesn't matter. Sure. We'll help you. Hey, you just told the room full of hot co-eds what a stud I am. You need any more help like that, you let me know. I'm always happy to stud. That was not at all the point of my lecture, young man. You should probably have paid closer attention. But at least you'll be interacting. I know your type well. You can probably use the extra credit. Alright, go on. I'll see you next time. As we leave, Butch gives me a shrug and a long-suffering sigh. I know what he means. This is going to be a long quarter. Okay. And here we go. Alright, I think that's everything off my reading list for this quarter. The Brain for Dummies. Idiot's Guide to Anatomy and My Big Book of the Body. Professor Merriweather really doesn't think much of us, does she? Oh well, at least that's all done. Time to head home and get down to reading them, I guess. So then I totally sacked him. I must have sent him flying like 40 feet, right? Then he gets up and he's all, "Where's my bed? I think I need a nap." Oh wow, apparently Chad and Isabella are out on the town as well. I have no idea what she sees in that jerkwad, seriously. Maybe this is a chance to find out. Then again, there's no need to be a stalker. Okay, we're just gonna roll the dice for this one. Honestly, I don't really give a crap, so we'll roll it once. We got a 3, so we're playing the event. Oh, screw it. It's not like I don't have business in town, and I'll admit, I'd like to see where this goes. I follow them down the street at a good distance, of course. They continue to talk and laugh. I can't really hear most of their conversation. I'm too far back. It's probably just more about football and that sort of thing. She's looking damn good today, though, I have to admit. She's looking the same as normal. Finally, the two of them turn into one of the restaurants here on the main avenue. It's nothing too fancy, just a little Thai place with outdoor seating. I stand down the street in a little ways, wondering if I should keep following them this far. I'm no expert, but I think they might figure me out if I head in there after them. So, is this a private spot, or can anyone walk by? Gah! Oh, Sally, you snuck up on me. Well, you are standing in the middle of the sidewalk. You should just go over. Those guys have really great fried tofu. Oh, yeah, I was, just deciding about that. Well, now you've got my curiosity up. What's going on? Fine. I was following Chad and Isabella. Really? Sheesh, are you that into Isabella you have to follow her around like a puppy? No, I didn't really set out to follow her today. My curiosity just got the better of me. I mean, I just don't get it with her and Chad. I know what you mean, and that doesn't make any sense to me either. His aura is all wrong for her. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's an Aries, and that's definitely a no-no for her. I chuckle a bit at her astrological prowess. Well, come on, you'll never find out what they're up to just standing out here, and like I said, these guys do a great fried tofu. I shrug, grin at Sally, and follow her over to the restaurant. Once we've checked in, we grab our own seat outside. Looks like we're on the opposite side from Chad and Isabella. It seems like they haven't noticed us yet. Sally glances over at them for a moment as I look over my menu. You know, I'll be honest, I've seen the way you and Isabella look at each other, Max. I'll admit, she's hot. I like looking. Sally chuckles. Yeah, that's definitely you. She's not exactly immune to your good looks either. Ha! None of the ladies are, am I right? I wink at Sally and she giggles as she rolls her eyes. Here's all I'm saying. I don't get why she's going out with Chad, but still looking at you like a veggie dinner she's going to eat up. So I say we give her a taste of her own medicine. She just needs to see that you're unavailable, and I bet she starts giving you a lot more attention. Do you really think that's the kind of thing she'd notice? Oh, definitely. Here, just pretend to flirt with me. I bet you'll see her looking this way pretty quick. This seems a little immature, but then again, it might actually get under Isabella's skin. And it's not like it's hard to think of nice things to say about Sally. She's pretty hot herself. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the sound of that third one, but I am going to make a save because I'm not quite sure which one of these is technically the right choice. So let's see. Yeah, we'll tell Sally that we'd rather focus on her than Isabella. Wow, 15 relationship points. Damn. Look, I appreciate you trying to help me out, but let's be honest, Isabella's gonna do what Isabella wants to do. I'm not really interested in playing her games, you know? Especially not when I've got an interesting, beautiful, and fun woman I could be spending my time with right in front of me. Sally smiles and looks down at her hands for a few minutes. I think that sounds nice too. I just don't want to feel like I'm standing in the way of what you really want. Like I said, Sally, I'm not really interested in playing the game. Sure, we tease each other and we get a little flirty, but that's just some wordplay, you know? I think I realize it's never really going to amount to anything, and I'd much rather focus my attention somewhere it matters, like building a relationship with Vegemite. Sally laughs. What? I think we got a chance there. I don't want to brag, but the other night he did lick my face. Ha! Yeah, you don't want to know what else he licks, but if all you want is a little licking, I think that can be arranged. Sally gives me a sultry stare and I give her my surriest grin. Or surest? I don't know. Well, I'm definitely intrigued. Sally and I keep talking for the rest of our time at the restaurant. I admit, I forgot Isabella almost immediately. I have good company, and the food is actually really good too. When we finally get up to leave, I put an arm over Sally's shoulder and we walk back to Latin House together. I get the feeling that was probably Sally's, I can't pull it up now until we finish the week, but I think that might have been like her secret event kind of thing that you gotta fulfill to get the summer break romance scene or whatever they call it. It's a quiet afternoon as I head back to my room from the bathroom. I wonder if everyone else is going somewhere. No, Mama. Mis clases van bien. Yes, I'm going to try to speak Spanish. It's a language that I barely know anything. I know a couple of words here and there because I've been sort of forced to try to learn it, but I've never really put in the time because it doesn't particularly interest me enough to learn it and remember it. But I'm going to go and try. My pronunciation is going to be, for the most part, off. I can guarantee you that because, again, it's not really a language I know. Oh, I guess not. Isabella's door is open. Looks like... Oh, damn it! I keep hitting the right mouse button, which brings up the save menu. Looks like she's putting away laundry while she talks to her mom, I guess? Ah, oh boy. Fun. And if if I spoke Spanish, I would actually translate this for you guys, but I don't enough to really be able to do anything for you there. So, los muchachos me traten bien. Me estoy divirtiendo aquí. Yeah. Sí, estoy trabajando, I guess, muy duro en mis estudios. Tiene un buen programa para maestros aquí. Yeah, I might go and try pulling this into like Google Translate and putting up like annotations or something that tells you what she's saying for those of you guys that don't know. Again, if I spoke Spanish, I would translate this for you guys myself, but I don't, and again, not interested enough to really learn the language, so. She's obviously pretty deep in conversation. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I should bother her. Of course, just as I'm thinking that, that's when she makes eye contact. Luckily, she smiles and waves at me. I'm still not sure if I should go in or not. Well, you know what? This is an interesting event, I believe. Well, I say interesting. That kind of depends on what you guys consider interesting, but we're just going to go ahead and play it, because why the hell not? Skipping it doesn't do anything for us, really, other than give us 5 energy. So we'll play along. I take it as a sign that she doesn't mind a bit of company and walk into her room. Si, mi titulo servirá I guess. I can't do pronunciation for this. Tendrin que dejar que trabeje. She looks up again to see that I've entered and grins almost gratefully at me. Oh, mis compañeros acaban de regresar, I guess. Ya me voy, mama. Te amo también, cuidad. Yeah, I don't know. I will throw. This will also help me out because I'll understand what the hell she was saying. Like I said, I'll try to go and remember to like put it into Google Translate or something for you guys. Although I could theoretically go ahead and do that right now if I were to just go and type it in, but nope, too much trouble. I'll throw it up on screen and post. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, don't worry about it. Just my mom checking up on me, making sure I'm still studying, that I didn't run away with any strange boys or strange girls. Isabella chuckles to herself. So, what's up, hot stuff? Nothing really, just passing by, wondering if there were any strange girls in here you wanted to introduce me to. Ha! Just one, and I think you've already met her. Okay. Look, there's been something itching at me for a while now, and I just don't really know a great way to whittle it out of you, so I'll just ask. Are you into girls? I mean, I've been with you when you party with Anne, and some of your comments, you know. To my surprise, Isabella just laughs. Did it honestly take you this long to figure it out, hot stuff? I figured you for a bit more worldly than that. Oh, shut up. You've got a boyfriend. How was I supposed to know? It's called being pansexual, dumbass. Wait, you're bi? No, Rakesh is bi. I'm pan. It's not the biggest difference, but there is a difference. For me, I don't really care what you've got going under your clothes. If I think you're hot, I think you're hot. I think the world is more fun if you can love whomever your heart wants. I guess I can see what you mean there. Look, babe. Sorry, I just haven't really met many pansexual folks. Okay, let's see. Roll the dice. Got a 6, got another 6. Jeez, I got 3 6s in a row. Wow, okay. Let's ask her how long she's known. So, when did you figure out you were into both boys and girls? Well, it kind of came over me slowly. I mean, the thing is, I always thought girls were cute. I just also thought boys were cute. Growing up, I was supposed to like boys, you know. Mama used to call me her Pequeño Rompecon Corazones, I guess? I don't know. But at least they translated this one for us. Little Heartbreaker. But I also like girls. It took me until high school to figure out that I didn't actually have to choose, that I was perfectly capable of liking both. Did you have a girlfriend in high school? Yeah, but I still liked boys, and so did she. It was just kind of an experiment for her. Luckily, she was pretty upfront about it, and since it was a secret relationship, we broke up with no hard feelings. Sounds like you had an interesting time. Though I do hope you'll forgive me if the thought of you being into girls, too, is just a little bit too hot to me. Isabella laughs, and it's loud and rich. If I had a nickel for every guy who told me that hot stuff, I wouldn't have to pay tuition anymore. Ha. Okay, I think I'll probably cut this at the end of this week. Surprisingly, these weeks are going by a little bit faster now. Obviously, if you go back to like earlier episodes, generally speaking, we had to split the weeks into about 2 episodes usually. But this time, we're getting fairly close. I had a second left on my timer, and the week's pretty much at its end. So, yeah, as you can see, the weeks are now going by a bit faster. Although I think it may have more to do with there being less events. Yeah, there we go. Stats. Yeah, so I think that whole telling Sally that we'd rather focus on her than Isabella was probably her like hidden prerequisite for the spring break romance scene. So we can go ahead and stick with that now. That is going to be the end of this episode, actually. And it went, realistically speaking, just a little over the timer, which is fine with me. Hell, I wouldn't mind it being like 30 minutes long. But I'm not going to artificially inflate the length of the episode just for that. You know, I don't think my character is actually making any money. I want to note that real quick. Because each college farm that I do, and each cafe as well, pays for a single pub. Or a single visit to the pub. And I've got 4 visits to the pub, along with wall climbing. And if I look at this, let's see. So that's 15, 30, 45, 55. However, I've got 60 here, 75 here. So I'm realistically speaking losing money every week, which is not good, and I've got to try to correct that because I do kind of need money. I want to continue going to the pubs and wall climbing because my activity and spontaneous levels are still not high enough. After spring break, these all increase. So for Sally, these are going to increase. I don't recall how much they increase, but they do increase nonetheless. And I can tell you right now, we are not at the levels we need to be. I think they might double, but don't quote me on that. So I think this goes to like 300 and this goes to 200. But again, don't quote me on that. I don't actually know. And I don't recall when the spring break is. I think it might be next week. Yeah, I think it might be next week. So, essentially, not next episode, but the episode after, I think we might be going into the spring break, which is a fairly short thing, so we'll see. I might just go ahead and have next week's, or the next episode of this be longer and have it cover 2 weeks, assuming that the second week would be spring break. Again, I don't recall exactly when the spring break occurs. But also, let me look at this. That's 30 right there. 45. So I'm looking at 75. Okay, that does now cover all of these. Granted, I don't make any money, but I'm not losing any. But as soon as the bookstore levels up, which is going to be a while. Damn it. I gotta stop hitting that. This will turn to making $15 each time, and thus I will be proceeding to make money rather than breaking even. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Although I will need additional energy because, as you can see if you look here, once you level it up, it actually requires more energy. So, yeah, that's the way that's going to be. Gonna have to probably cut back on some of these and do some more sleep earlies potentially. Just to keep my energy up. I mean, it's fine if your energy goes down somewhat, but you don't want it to get too low, otherwise you won't be able to continue doing these. So, yeah, that's kind of a pain. And I'm pretty sure no matter what, at the end of the day, you get some energy back, but I don't know how much. It might be 5, so that when you do these sleep earlies, you get a 10 total. But again, I don't know. But whatever, that's it for this episode. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell.